When I began surfing, there was very few girls that surfed, and as times, and I've always thought it's a perfect thing for girls to do. I mean, I live on the Gold Coast, and it's board shorts and bikinis, warm water, and now, it's been such a wonderful transformation, and girls have really embraced it, and it's their sport, it's their lifestyle as well, and again, we've had some great role models and great champions for the girls to be mentored by and to look up to. And, when I was running ASP, I was a huge believer in women's surfing. And, we were very fortunate in that time to have, Lane Beachley and Lisa Anderson from the US as our champions. And they inspired the next generation. And, I think that, women's surfing is at the cutting edge now. The surfing, both from a technical point of view, from an innovative point of view, is right up there with the men's, and it's amazing just to watch. I'll just sit there and watch a women's tournament from start to finish and just be amazed at the talent level. And so I think there's a huge future. And I mean, I'm in a surf riding club, Snapper Rock Surf Riding Club. We have all young girls from 4 to 11 just coming through the ranks. There's a wave of them coming. And it's again because parents now encourage their daughters to surf, because they see it for what it really is. It's wonderful sport. They get respect in the surf, and they're fit, and they've got an attitude, and you kind of got to have an attitude in the surf, particularly in Australia. And so they stand up for their rights, and now they've earned their place for sure.
It was a very clear strategy that we knew we needed to start telling our story, and that's now evolving into, down the track, hopefully becoming our own broadcaster through an IPTV channel, and some exciting things we've got happening in that area.
Well, that programming has included Surf Girl TV, which was funded by Women in Sport Media Grant. Can you tell us a little about that and how perhaps it's increased your exposure?
Yeah, the Women in Sport Media Grant was really designed to promote women's surfing, and the KPI against that was really, let's put the best female surfers in the best Australian events on the stage and into the media more. And obviously, it's difficult to compete in some sports and in mainstream media, the male-female ratio of television. That federal government grant was designed to be able to help sports be able to deliver some programming and some TV and some great media outcomes around women's sport. And we went down the path of broadcasting or producing a TV show called The Two Wave Total, which is an odd name, but it means basically that the girls are focusing on surfing their heats, and you get the best two waves in your heat are counted towards winning a heat. So Sally Fitzgibbons, who's a champion World Tour athlete, it was a part of the show, and she started in the show. So we covered our 5 top female athletes that are on the World Tour through the Australian events, and really featured them and profiled them as not just at competition but at their home. So we sent the camera crews to their home and told a story about them. And it's that storytelling that I think is appealing to the mainstream public as well. So that was broadcast on Channel 9. It was also put into sort of bite-sized segments. We took out segments because it was a 1-hour show, and then we put it into Surfing Australia TV. And this week, just this week, we've confirmed we're distributing it globally through ESPN Asia and also ESPN North America. So it'll go into probably 500 million homes globally, which is a pretty big result from that.
Yeah, that's a massive success, and the women surfers that we've produced are such wonderful role models, and it only puts them out there more, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think it helps tell their story and gets them out there, and there's the women's events are probably lacking globally, so getting the sport out there and telling the not just the public but potential sponsors and stakeholders, hey, there's this great sport here and these dynamic athletes, and the girls, Sally and Lane, who's here tonight, they're incredible athletes. To watch them surf, they're really amazing to watch. So it's a fantastic TV show and worth watching.
Well, I think women do tend to look up to other women, and it's really important that we have really positive, healthy, active female role models. And I think surfing has developed and created plenty of them. And, I pride myself on being a positive role model, but now we're seeing the likes of Stephanie Gilmore, Sally Fitzgibbons, Laura Enova, Tyler Wright, amazing Australian, talented, beautiful, creative girls that are fantastic role models for sport. And that inspires and motivates other women to take care of themselves and look up to people who also have a very positive, healthy, outgoing image.